Okay, things don't always work out as you plan. I'm going to show you a dead lamb here. Not to be gross, but this mother here had some real labor issues today. She's had babies before. Okay, this is the lamb here. He didn't make it. Like I said, she's had babies before. She had them last year for the first time, where it went on without a hitch. But this time she was in labor for quite a while, and finally I could see where the feet were sticking out the back, and she just couldn't get it out. And so with some string, some rope, tried helping her out, and I could see where he basically came out backwards. It was his back feet that I had. And so this is a breech lamb. Okay, sometimes you could save him. Some people can actually get their hand in there, straighten the animal out, and bring him out correctly. I've had a breech lamb before. I could never do that. I had one animal where I had to go in like that, and it's just about. It was a terrible experience, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't get my hand in there, or I did, but I couldn't get anything done. I don't know how they pull that off. Must be bigger lamb or sheep or something. But he was basically in backwards. Now, I had the 2 feet. It's not like backwards isn't bad. Sometimes they'll come in, their head will be coming out first, but their head will be stuck, like they're looking back, and their head can't get in because it doubles up with the shoulders. It takes up too much space. But in this case, he was back feet, and he was straight. So you always assume you're going to try to save the lamb, but the lamb is secondary. You're not trying to save the mom. So we kind of got to a certain point where I'm saying, okay, this guy's probably not living. He's probably already dead. And it took us about 20 minutes. I had to tie her up and working this thing out. And I mean, I'm not yanking, but I'm pulling down him pretty hard. Like I said, I've already sacrificed the fact that he's probably gone. And so it's about saving the mom. And she might have a second one in there, although I doubt it. The problem was, this guy was huge. It's a sad loss. It was a beautiful animal. But his shoulders, I didn't think we could, once we got through his abdomen into the shoulders, it was going to break her in half. I mean, I couldn't get, she basically did it all. I just kept making sure, sometimes when they push, then it goes back in. Then they push, and it goes back in. Every time they push, you make sure you're hanging on so it doesn't go back in, so you can gain some ground. But halfway out, I pretty much figured he was gone. But this was a huge lamb, just huge. And she didn't have that problem before, but I don't know why this one was so much bigger. And bigger than all the other lambs. All these guys popped out pretty easy. We've not had this problem for a couple of years, but kind of fluke. Really, but at least last time this happened, I lost the mother, I lost everybody. It just went miserably. But this was a breech lamb, and I've watched the videos, I've read the books on how to get him out, and nothing about this textbook. He was just too big. Outside of cutting her open, you weren't getting him out without pulling him out. But anyhow, these things happen. This is what livestock's about. You get to see all kinds of life, like we have over here, and you get to deal with death. I mean, it happens. Just part of the deal. We're thankful for it all anyway. Anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you. Breech lamb. I hate this.